Professional wrestling is the most insane combination of gymnastics, performance art, and drama in any medium. The reality of kayfabe is such that we'll never know how much of a wrestler's character is who they really are, and how much of it is a character in its own. However, today I would like to talk about my favourite pro wrestling character and my favourite pro wrestling person, Maki Itoh. Physically, Maki Itoh is not what you would expect when you talk about a pro wrestler. She is short, but not short enough to be exceptionally short. She is not particularly athletically gifted. She is not extremely technical. She doesn't have incredible amateur wrestling knowledge. She doesn't have any of the traits that you would expect that would make her a good physical wrestler. This isn't to say that she's bad at wrestling. She's perfectly adequate at those parts of it, but the part that she really excels at is character work and who she plays as a character. And the fact that she's only adequate as a wrestler or as an athlete physically only shows to enhance how talented she is with her character work to go beyond and elevate herself beyond her limitations. Maki Itoh's character at its core is about failure. It is about failing at your dreams and not being able to accept that and cope with that. She is a neurotic, emotional mess in the ring, and all of her actions are related to that. But why is she like that, you wonder? Well, before she was a professional wrestler, Maki Itoh for most of her life was a very unsuccessful idol. And an idol's kind of like a pop star, but like with all the worst parts like turned up to 11. There are numerous examples of idols being mistreated by their management and being coerced into signing terrible contracts that last for almost their entire life, completely falling into control of these corporations who then control their entire life. And your behaviour as an idol has certain expectations of who you are going to be and how you are going to act to preserve your idol career, essentially. Imagine training for hours every single day of your life while having every aspect of your life controlled, just to not even be successful or even popular. The main reason Maki actually got a chance to be a wrestler was because she was invited to perform at Sumo Hall at a DDT show, and she only said yes because she wanted to work at such a illustrious venue. And then when she actually got a ton more attention from the DDT fans than she did from her actual idol fans, she realised that that's what she wanted to do now. So, how does Maki Itoh's character actually act? Well, she describes herself as an anti-idol, and in that I mean she swears, throws up the middle finger constantly, makes tons of sex jokes and sexual references, constantly shows tons of emotion, cries all the time, for any reason, lies, cheats, steals, pretty much does everything you would expect an idol not to do. And it's fucking awesome. To see someone just go out there and just throw everything at people, and people to absolutely love it, owns. But even with that, there are so many tiny little details to her character work that you wouldn't notice unless you'd been watching for a long time, and some of them are so genius, it's incredible. So, allegedly, according to Maki Itoh, she got surgery on her forehead to make it look smaller because she thought her head was huge, and then nobody actually noticed that it was smaller or that she had surgery. In response to this, she started doing almost entirely head-based moves, and people began selling her head like it was indestructible, which is extremely fucking funny to see. It's just this tiny girl headbutting people and then getting fucking owned by it. Sometimes she will go into the corner and ask who the cutest in the world is, and if people do not respond, she will begin crying, and if people do respond, she will then punch the person a bunch to celebrate. And obviously the most important part of her character is she has a really funny fucking Twitter. You should follow her, it owns, honestly.